This then goes into an oiled bowl, and I'll cover that with an oiled piece of cling film and leave it for about 2 hours or until it's doubled in size. The length of time that this takes varies depending on the temperature of the room, so I generally go by sight rather than timing how long it's taking. So this is now going to skip ahead to the dough being risen, but obviously I did make a lot of other things in the time that was happening. Once the dough's risen, I punch it down and then shape it into loaves by tipping it onto a flour-covered chopping board. And then I have this pizza dough cutter, which we got when we got our barbecue. I just use that to divide the dough, and then I shape it into loaf shapes. And they go into some oiled loaf pans that I have. They're, I think, the 2-pound size loaf tins. I do this quite roughly. As I always say, this doesn't have to be perfect. It's just for me and my family to eat. So I'm not going to try and make it look amazing. My aim is to get as much done in as short a time as possible, but to make sure that it still tastes good. I'll put the recipe that I use for this white bread on my Substack, which is linked in the description below. I post my most used recipes over there, and you can sign up to get them sent directly to your inbox. Once the dough is shaped into loaves and in the loaf tins, I cover it again with a piece of cling film for it to have its second rise. This doesn't take as long as the first one, maybe half an hour to an hour.